Well, hello and welcome to another episode of Cut the Core Lunch and Learn series. Every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Central Time, a new Cut the Core Lunch and Learn series will release. So you might ask, what is Cut the Core? Well, it's a 30-minute training that airs on our Facebook and YouTube and IG pages, and it is going to elevate your mindset. It's going to help you set goals. It's going to make you get outside of your comfort zone. And oh my God, hello, Cedric. I am like just going off and not even saying hello to you.
Hey, well,
Welcome, Cedric.
hey, it's the Joanna show. You just welcome me to it. So, I'm in your world.
I am just taking over here. So, welcome, Cedric. It's great to have you here. Today, we have a great show. This Cut the Core Lunch and Learn series, it's going to help you start saying things like, I am already good enough. I can't. I'm ready. I'm smart enough to do it. I am because I am Cedric. And that's how I feel. That's how I'm starting to feel after I started this show with you. So I'm sure our audience is going to start feeling the same way and start saying those things too. It's also going to give people, Cedric, the it factor. This is what we call the it factor, to visualize it, to pray about it, to also plan it, work it, live it, and don't give up on it. That's the most important part, right? Don't give up on it. Yes. Today, we have an awesome show for you guys. We have 7 ways to persist when everything in you wants to give up. Oh my God, this is going to help so many people out there, Cedric, I'm sure. So get ready, get your popcorn, get your coffee or your tea, whatever you need to get comfortable. Here's 7 things that helped me to keep going that day when everything in me wanted to quit. All right. If you find yourself in a situation where you want to give up, this lesson, it's going to help you so much. So stay here with us. We're going to give you some good stuff today, Cedric. You want to go ahead and get us started, Cedric?
Yeah, absolutely. I absolutely love this. And so folks, some of these things we were able to reference from Sonia Thompson. So you'll hear about some of those things along the way. But the very first one I really like, you have to ignore everyone else. You see, when you're on your journey to persist with everything you do and you don't want to give up, you have to just ignore everyone else. See, in the beginning of the climb, I only saw the people passing me. See, every time I saw someone hiking with ease or someone going in their career faster than me, I felt bad about myself. But when I stopped worrying about and stopped comparing myself to everyone else's journey and worry about my own, wow, that was the big change in my life. My mission changed, the way I thought changed, how I was achieving things changed as well. See, as you start your work toward your dream, right? Whatever that dream is, whatever your goals are, as you start working toward that, it can become easy. It can be easy to get distracted when you see others achieving their goals easier, faster, and better than you. It can make you feel inadequate and unsatisfied with your own progress. Now, Joanna, that happens to a lot of people, right?
All the time, yes.
Yeah, and they start worrying about what other people do. But when it comes to conquering a goal, what happens with others is irrelevant. I'm gonna say that again. When it comes to conquering a goal, what happens with other people is irrelevant when it distracts you from your ability to move forward. Now, that's a powerful statement right there, folks. You should write that down and hang that up on your wall so you can look at that every day. When tackling a difficult task, you need every ounce of energy you can muster up. You don't need any distraction. You don't need anything that's going to take you away from your dream or your goal. Make sure to channel it to a place that is going to propel you forward.
Wow, that was powerful, Cedric. That is a great way to start this. That was number 1. Ignore everyone else. Awesome. Well, here's number 2. Become your own biggest supporter. When I started the hike, I wasn't alone, right? But within 10 minutes, I was behind and alone. And at first, I was frustrated. My companions abandoned me in my time of need. But then I realized my burden wasn't theirs to bear, right? That
Mhm.
burden was mine, Cedric. And
Yeah,
although it can be energizing to have others around you to motivate and support you, having them there is a luxury, not a requirement.
that is
Okay?
right.
That is good. I'm going to say that again, Cedric. Should I?
Yes,
Having other people there with you is a luxury, not a requirement. See, that lesson allowed me to turn inwards and find in myself the strength and the determination to keep going. I began to encourage and high five myself with every step of the way, Cedric. Sometimes on the road to success, you have to walk alone. And if you find yourself in that position, find a way to give yourself what you need to continue. That's the key. All right.
absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely. I love you said sometimes on the road to success, you have to walk alone
Yes.
because it's your journey, right?
Absolutely.
Man, I absolutely like
It's
that.
your journey and it's your vision, Cedric. And
Yes,
sometimes people can't see your vision. So you are responsible to make it happen and to make it a reality so other people can see it.
absolutely. And here's the thing, and I got this from Marcus Davis, the owner of the Breakfast Club, and I really like this. So, to the audience, wherever you are, as long as you're not driving, what I want you to do is to close your eye. Trust me for 5 seconds. Close your eyes for 5 seconds. I'm gonna count to five. I want you to close your eyes for 5 seconds.
Got mine's closed.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, what I want you to do is open your eyes. And if there's a person sitting next to you, or if there's a person in another room from you, what I want you to do is to tell me what their dream is. See, it's impossible for you to do that. Even if they're sitting right next to you and you're holding hands with them, it's impossible for you to see what was in their head, in their dream, right? That tells you right there. The dream wasn't yours. The dream was theirs, so they can see it. They can't see your dream because it's yours. So you don't need to have them. So sometimes on the road to success, you got to walk alone. It's okay. All right, let's keep going, Joanna. Number 3, stop and appreciate the little things. Man, too many people, Joanna, don't appreciate the small wins that they have. You see, they're only looking for they're only looking for the home run. They're only looking for the 80-yard bomb touchdown and not the 2 and 3 yard gains that they're having along the way to get to the end zone. You see, so you got to stop and appreciate the little things. See, I began to hike before the sun was up. As I continued to climb, it started to peak around the mountain. I started peeking around the mountain and giving a glimpse of the beauty that was all around me. See, you just got to look at your surroundings and say, man, this is really nice. The grass is not necessarily green on the other side. It's green right here where I'm at because I water it every day. Right? See, it's magical when you start doing that. Right? See, doing the catch my breath breaks. I marveled at the privilege of seeing nature in all her beauty. See, enjoying your surroundings, enjoying right where you are. See, in those moments, I gave no thought to my struggle. Mm-hmm. None at all. I'm just present. You know, people say all the time, John, I wish people would just be present. Mm-hmm. Right? That's what being present is all about. See, I was too busy being grateful for being right there in the moment. See, it can be easy to focus all your energy on reaching your ultimate goal if you want to. But if the only thing you see is your end destination, you'll miss the beauty of the journey along the way. Now that right there is worth the price of admission.
Yes.
I might have to charge you double next week for this lesson. Okay. All
But
right.
that is so true, Cedric. It is true.
But new experiences, enjoy new experiences and welcome surprises provide much needed fuel to keep you going.
Wow, I love that. All
Yeah.
right. So stop and appreciate the little things. Well, here's number 4. Focus on the next step. It really discouraged me to think how far I was from the top. So I reframed my goal into mini milestones, Cedric, that made the next steps more manageable. Just take one more step. That's what I thought, right? Just take one more step. Now let's just get over those stones. And then once you get to that bench, you can stop and rest. Take a few minutes to rest, right, Cedric?
Yes.
And that's the problem. Sometimes we see that big mountain that we need to climb, and it's like, damn, we get discouraged because it's so high up. But no, take a minute, take a rest, and then continue.
Yes.
When your goal seems too big, it can feel impossible, which opens the door to resistance to creep in. So by breaking your target into bite-sized pieces, you can keep yourself in motion and build that momentum that you need, Cedric.
Yes, absolutely. That's awesome. Focus on the next steps, right? Number 5 is throw your watch out the window.
I love that.
Just take it off and just throw it out the window. See, before the track, I read that most people make it to the top of Mount Everest in, I'm sorry, not Mount Everest, in Machu Picchu in about 45 to 60 minutes. Say that again?
Machu Picchu.
Yeah, you said it. All right. In 45 to 60 minutes, right? It took me longer. It took longer to do that. When I focused on the time I was supposed to take, I was frustrated at myself for not being good enough or fast enough, right? But nobody cared how long it took me to get to the top. See, I shouldn't have either. I shouldn't have worried about it, right? All that mattered was completing the journey. That's all that mattered. It's completing the journey. That's the same thing, folks. So, Machu Picchu is a good example. It's another example is climbing Mount Everest, right? If you worry about how long it's going to take you, you're never going to do it, right? What you have to think about is the journey. What are you going to learn? What are you going to gain along the way? Right? That's what we're trying to help you focus on today. So let this Machu Picchu, that could be you starting your business. Okay. That could be you trying to go from one step to a next step in your career. That's the mountain that you're trying to climb. So that's what we want you to focus on with this lesson. See, as you work on reaching your goals, stop looking at the clock. Stop measuring yourself against someone else or something else. Everybody has a different journey. See, it will only serve to distract you from focusing on what you need to do to do the right things for you so that you can advance.
Absolutely.
That's what we want you to take from this today.
That is so true. A lot of times we waste time looking at what other people are doing. And that time we can be investing in our own target, right?
Right.
I absolutely love that, Cedric. Awesome. Well, number 6 is stop looking for a way out. See, now everyone who goes to Machu Picchu hikes. Okay. You can take a bus straight to the top and save yourself the emotional and physical strain, Cedric. Early in my climb, I thought about, retraining and waving down on the buses through the way up. But when you paint at the forefront, it's a natural way to make it go away. But when you invest time looking for a way to abort the journey, your journey, you waste precious energy that could be used to help you overcome momentary pain and discomfort for the long growth. That's exactly what we just mentioned. That is a time that you waste, and you could be using that, not only the time, but also the energy. for the
Yes.
long term.
I love that. Stop looking for a way out, folks. Start looking for a way in.
Yes.
Start looking for a way upward. Right. Number 7, and I like how she puts this: acknowledge your limitations. Right. See, I had to be honest with myself. I was having trouble getting air, and I couldn't keep the pace of the group. Pushing my body to the limits by trying to keep a faster pace wasn't going to do me well for me. Right. See, my path needed to be different. And that's okay. Your path to the top may be different than someone else's path to the top. You see, someone else may start in technical support and then go into sales and then go into marketing and then go into leadership. Someone else may start directly in sales and go into finance and then in contracting and then into leadership. Someone else. Everybody's journey is different. Say that again.
You say someone else, and I said not you, right?
Exactly. Right. So your path again may be different than someone else, and that's okay. So after implementing my new strategy, my journey became less grueling. See, your road to success might not look like everyone else's, and everyone's situation is different. Instead, acknowledge where you are so that you can give yourself what you need to be successful. You have to acknowledge it. See, as you work to achieve your goals, there will be obstacles. There will be bumps. There will be bruises along the way, Joanna. It's not going to be easy all the time.
That's right.
Right? You got to be ready to fight for what it is you want. Are you ready to fight for it, Joanna?
I am ready. I'm staying ready, Cedric.
All right. All right, then. So, see, when the journey becomes more uncomfortable than what you are used to, it can be easy to throw in the towel and retreat. Okay. But if you follow these lessons, you can find the strength to keep going in the midst of difficulty. And there will be difficult days, folks. Make no bones about it. There will be difficult days, but the people who are most successful are the ones who know how to overcome those difficult days. And when you persist, you'll discover the reward will be worth the effort. Wow. So don't give up. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on your goals. Don't give up on you. Mm-hmm. That's what I want you to take from today's lesson. So, we walked you through 7 ways to persist when everything in you wants to give up. I thought Sonia Thompson did a great job of putting this so that the audience can get it. Don't you, Joanna?
I agree with you 100%. And Cedric, why don't we recap quickly the 7 of those so that people can remember them and they make sure they put that in action in their lives.
Sure. Yeah. The first one is, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. The first one is ignore everyone else.
Absolutely. Number 2 is become your own biggest supporter.
Number 3 is stop and appreciate the little things.
Number 4 is focus on the next step.
And number 5 is throw out the watch.
Love that one. Number 6 is stop looking for a way out.
Yes. And number 7 is acknowledge your limitations. And we all have limitations, folks. Mm-hmm. My limitation is I can't drink Coca-Cola and a wine cooler at the same time. That's it. That's my own limitation. No, I'm just.
You're funny, Cedric.
So folks, the next Wednesday we have a special treat for you. We're going to be we have some exciting news to announce next week. So I want you to make sure you tune in. I can't wait for next week to make this announcement. You might be able to see it if you go to our website right now, but that's different. I won't tell you what it is. But what will it take for you, Joanna, to go to another level? And Joanna, don't you try to convince me to tell the audience what it is. Right? But what will it take?
Uh, it will take a lot of actually it will take exactly what this lesson is all about. It will take persistence, and it will take just, convince myself not to give up,
Yes,
because we
absolutely.
sabotage ourselves and we are our worst enemies. And so I think it's a great question, and that is a question that we want to ask all of you, right, Cedric?
Yes. What will it take? So next Wednesday at 12 p.m., make sure you're sitting in your seat, you have your popcorn, and you're ready. Now let's go ahead and close out the show, Joanna, and before I give it away.
All right, don't give it away yet. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for tuning in to Cut the Cord today. We really appreciate you. And, our goal here is to help you and your teams to go to a higher level, right, Cedric? We want to hear from you, and we want you to tell us how we're doing and how we can better serve you. We want to know what your team is struggling with. Maybe it's communication, or perhaps teamwork, collaboration, creativity, or maybe they need to be more authentic. Send us a message with the subject Cut the Cord, and we're going to put the emails in the comments, of course. And Cedric's email is cedric.lafleur2@gmail.com. And my email is joannarincon.internalalignment@gmail.com. So this has been an awesome lesson today. You make this so fun. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And I just love being here with you, Cedric, and spending this time with you and our audience every week. So thank you again for the opportunity. And any last words from you, Cedric?
Hey, you said it all. I appreciate you being a part of the show as well. And I know our audience appreciate you up-leveling the show. So thank you for answering the bell. And we will see you guys next week for another edition of Cut the Cord.